Hey, what's up? Good evening, everybody. What's up? What's up? It is Thursday. It is Thursday. Hope you guys had a great day. Hope you guys had a great day. We are back tonight. I know we took off last week. I believe we weren't here last week. Think it was last week. But we are back tonight. We're back tonight and we should be going strong. I don't see any breaks coming up. I don't see us not going live in the near future. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. What's up, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome to the couch. Welcome to the Real Life Relationship Growth Get Together. Welcome to people call it so many different things. I really don't care whether you say platform, podcast, um, it doesn't matter to me. As long as you are here, that's all that matters to me. And thank you for joining me. My name is Donna. I'm the creator of the Real Life Relationship Growth Platform. Get together, chat them up, whatever. We have been rocking this thing for about 3 years now. 3 years now, and it gets better, stronger. It's good. This thing is good, and I really, really enjoy it. And I appreciate all the people who support, who send messages, who send topics, all of those things. I really, really appreciate you all. So I have to say this. I always start out by saying this. I am not a relationship expert. I'm just a black woman in this world, living this life, doing the damn thing, and enjoying myself in the process. That is who I am. I have had some ups in life, I have had some downs, but I always say it's not what you go through, it's who you are on the other side, who you are when you come out of this thing. So take those losses and use them for information, for knowledge of saying, that ain't my place, that ain't my space, he ain't it, she ain't it. Take that and use that. Use it for growth. But that good stuff, keep that. Help it, let it allow you to grow. Keep it, use it, share it. Y'all know me. I'm big on sharing. I'm big on sharing because ain't nothing new under the sun. I have been through some things, and my experiences and how I dealt with life and some things may be helpful to someone. It ain't no maybe. Let me say, most definitely is. It most definitely is. And the same for you, which is why we're here. And it's called Real Life Relationship Growth because this is real life. This is real life. I really, really appreciate you guys. I really, really do. I want to make sure we rocking in all areas, right? My girl Corey B is back in the building. I cannot do this thing without her. And we have to wave at Tony tonight because this is the ladies tonight. But Tony, we miss you. We know that you are you hanging out with us. You're gonna be around and make sure we good in the background. So Tony, we appreciate you. We miss you tonight. We love you. My boy King, you as well, sir. We miss you guys, but next week y'all will most definitely be back. The men will be back next week. They will be back next week. So, without one more thing I have to say. I tend to forget this. But look, this is the criteria for you to be a part of this family. This is not a group. This is not a we don't get together and go out and do certain things or whatever. We are constantly building the whole family dynamic. And that starts with the man and the woman. You can't do nothing without the two. So we focus on love, relationships, in laws, uh, siblings, mother, son, everything. Every dynamic that falls under the umbrella of a man and a woman, a husband and wife, mother, father, that's what we discuss and we talk about here on the Real Life Relationship Grow. So, this is the criteria for you to be here every week, and I hope you are. You have to be single, dating, married. I'm sorry, single, dating, courting, married, divorced, or widower. That is the criteria for you to be here. And if you are at least 21, at least you fall into one of those categories. I guarantee. So, this is the place for you. You are in the right space, in the right place. Do me a favor, everybody. My girl Corey shared it in the chat. Please do me a favor. Go over to YouTube. Even if you're on Facebook and you see us live here on Facebook, I need y'all to go over to YouTube. We're trying to build on YouTube and have everybody in the same place, in the same space. Um, I know there's other avenues we need to build to, like IG. We were going live on IG at one point, and Restream is a little bit, can be a little bit difficult with IG. There's some other things, or IG could be difficult with Restream. Either way, I'm trying to get us back on IG. We're going to get back on IG, but as for now, I would love everyone to go over to YouTube. Make sure you subscribe while you're there, all right? It is in the chat. Corey put it in the chat. Let's see if we can. Let's do that. There it is. It is in the chat. So while y'all do that, go in the chat, just click on the link. While y'all do that, let me bring none other. I'm saying her name so many times. Let me bring my girl on. Let me bring my girl on. It's Corey B.
Hey,
What up, twin?
hey. Well, eventually, I would like to have a RLRG, real life relationship growth tank.
Tank.
Yes,
It's
tank.
look. Say less. It is done. It is done. Because we had a t-shirts. Like I have a bag
Hmm.
here. And I
Yeah, I've
love
seen you with
you
the
guys to get a
t-shirts.
t-shirt. We had a t-shirt. I'm gonna send you your t-shirt. I am, I promise.
I'll come down and get it. Road.
Even better. Road trip. Tell my boy, road trip. Yes. Yes. But tanks, I love it. I love it. Because it's summertime and
Hmm.
all right, we're gonna make that happen. We're gonna make that happen. But hold on, Corey, because we haven't done this in a minute.
Okay.
We haven't done this in a minute. For those of you who don't know what we're about to do, put your seatbelt on, strap up, hold on. For those of you that do, Mark, shut up. We don't care.
Matter of fact, tell them to sing along. He
Always
can
had
sing
a
along.
complaint. Always had a complaint. Yes, yeah. Tip gonna be like, dang, I missed it. But she'll be right. She'll be right. All right, Corey. I'm gonna take you off and I'm gonna bring you back and we gonna hit it, okay?
Bam.
All right, hold on.
Hmm.
Hold on. So this is something me and Corey used to do every time we came on live. And the men would have a fit, they would have a problem. But we doing it tonight because it ain't nothing but the ladies. You ready, girl?
Hello.
Ooh,
Ooh, ladies first. Ladies first.
yes.
Yes.
I missed
Yes.
that. I missed that. But I get it. I get it. It's
Hmm.
all of us, and we have to be all inclusive.
It's okay.
Sometimes.
It's all
Sometimes.
right.
It's all right. It's all right. All right. So, y'all know I love when new people come along and agree to join me or even ask. Because some people ask, hey, when you gonna let me come on the show? When you gonna let me? Let's say less.
Hmm.
Get you on. We're gonna get the topic popping and we're gonna get you on. Um, but I love when we have new faces in the place. I love when we have new people that join us. And I keep telling everybody, once you come on,
Hmm.
I guarantee you're gonna want to come back.
Yep.
Do they not say it every time, Corey? Let me
Yep.
know you
Oh, I
do it.
gotta come back.
Yep,
Hey, can I come back next week? Or please have me back.
yep, yep. So we're going to introduce this young lady first. Let me just bring her on. My girl, Miss Stacy. What up, sis?
Hi.
Yes. Yes. Welcome in. I'm gonna let Miss Corey do her thing.
All
Go ahead,
right.
Corey. You got it.
So this is Miss Stacy McWater. She is 45, divorced. She's an entrepreneur, the owner of Sweet Stacy's Bakery, located at 2570 Highway 42 North, McDonough, Georgia. Please check her out. She is the author of Sweet Success, Mastering the Art of Savvy Measures in Business. Welcome, Miss McWater.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hmm.
Hey, all right. All right. So I always have to tell everybody, um, I'm sorry. We have somebody trying to come in. I always like to tell people where my introduction was with people that we see on, right? And we always want to support each other. We want to make sure we support it, especially sisters, black women in business. We want to support each other. It's so funny because we have a friend in common, and she ordered a cake from Stacy's bakery, not even knowing that it was Stacy. Not even knowing that it was Stacy. So we love it that we can support one another. But Stacy and I met. Is it through, was it through Quinn, or were you friends with
Tiffany.
Tiff? Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Okay, okay, okay. So
The Atlanta Metro Eats Group.
okay, okay. So yeah, Tiffany is no stranger. I don't know where she is tonight, but she's no stranger to the real life relationship growth family. But we were, hanging out. We found out that we live on the same side of town. Tiffany Quinn and I, and then Tiffany brought Stacy,
Mhm.
and there's another Stacy, and we all live on this side. So now we kind of hang out maybe once a week or so when we can kind of pull away. And she is cool people, y'all. Of course, I had to ask her. I was waiting, girl. I was gonna ask you from day one when I met you. I said, "We guys gotta have her on the couch. I gotta have her on the couch." So I appreciate you saying yes, my dear. I appreciate you saying
Thanks
yes.
for the invite.
Yes. Okay. So next, in this moment, I'm gonna say last but not least because she's the only one coming on. Can't say that because I don't know what's going on. Miss Celeste is having some technical difficulties. So let me just say this. Let me bring on who's next, waiting in the back for me. And I have a little bit more to say about this young lady, but I'm gonna bring her on and let her intro. Miss Amy.
Hello, everyone. How are you tonight?
Hi.
I am Amy from New York City. So Brooklyn, New
Hey,
York, bringing that New York flavor to you.
hey.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Go ahead, Miss Corey. Let's do Miss Amy's intro.
All right. This is Miss Amy Underwood. Underwood. Welcome. Amy is 54 years old from New York. Is Brooklyn in the house?
Yes.
That's the question I heard
No,
they
we
ask
gotta talk.
everybody.
I didn't know you was from Brooklyn. We gotta talk. We didn't even talk. We
From
gotta
New York,
talk.
now living in the A. She is divorced with one child, and she is recently in a new relationship. And they've been dating for 2 months now, and she's also a financial systems manager. Um, and Amy is the author of the post we're discussing tonight. So this is going to be good. This is going to
Yes,
be good.
yes. For those
So
of you
take it
all,
easy on me, guys.
yeah, for those of you all who have not seen the post, I got it. We gonna put it up and we gonna read it and we gonna talk about that thing. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I got one that I'm trying to. Corey, I wish you could help me on this side, but let's try to get her in. The two ladies in. There's two ladies waiting, and they can't quite get in. All right, all right. So our topic tonight. This topic is broad. I'm gonna tell y'all now. It's broad. It went a little broad in my head, so I was like, we're gonna put this together. But we're gonna start out with the original author of the topic, the person, because I want to give her a chance to. I want y'all to be able to hear it. I'm gonna put it up on the screen so y'all can see it. Amy, would you like Corey to read it, or would you like to read it?
I mean, if you're fine with it, I'll just kind of give an overview. I mean, I kind of know the story, so I don't necessarily have to read it. So you want me to just give an overview, or do you want it word for word? So that
Nah, girl, I'm gonna put that on the screen. I want
okay, that's
everybody.
fine. Put it on the screen, but let me give my side of it.
Okay, okay. I'm going to put it up on the screen. Ooh, I don't know what's happening. Corey, you can't help me with this one. Um, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. She was just in. And again, do you want to read it or do you want Corey to read it?
That's fine. Let Corey go ahead and read it.
All right. Okay. So our topic tonight is love bombs or genuine behavior. Love bombs or genuine behavior. And once Corey reads this, I'm going to go into why our topic is that. Why I titled it that. So let me move this. Miss Corey, yeah, get your speaking voice, her oratory. All right, I'm going to put this up, and then I'm going to try to help the other two ladies get in. It's a little bit lengthy, Corey, so it's actually going to be 3 clips. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
When you finally invite someone you've been seeing for 6 weeks to your house and they spend the entire time fixing stuff. SMH, not up to down, but left to right. Okay. I get it. Men are fixers, but dang. So I've been seeing this guy for 6 weeks. We've been out a lot, but this was his first time I had him over to my house. I give him a tour of the house and he's pointing out stuff he can fix for me. So I'm like, okay, cool, but not realizing he meant right now. Before the evening was over, this man had painted my cabinets, fixed the TV cord wires, and fixed the leaking sink hose. I really tried to tell him none of this was needed at the moment, but he insisted. I'm thankful, but wasn't what I was expecting for a first home date. I had some bathroom cabinets that needed painting. So he was like, if you have the color, I can do it for you. I had the kitchen sink hose that was leaking, and when he went to rinse something off, he realized it and said, "Oh, I can fix it." I had some wires hanging from the TV, which he said, "Oh, I can take care of that."
Okay. Okay. So that was the end. That was the end of the statement. That was the end of the statement. Um so Miss Amy,
Yes.
I'm going to leave that right there.
Okay.
And go ahead and give us your take on and what your thought was.
hmm
Um,
So again, this was a first home date, like I said in the post, and though I thoroughly appreciated the fact that he was able to come in and try to assist me with anything that I need in the house, it was just not what I expected for a first home date. I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna invite him over for a romantic dinner. It's gonna be some cuddling, some movies, some talking, some vibing. And when I tell you this man literally works till like midnight. He took the time to have dinner, maybe like 15 minutes. After that, he went to work. I got no hugs, no kiss, no nothing. So again, I will say appreciate it, but it's not what I was expecting for a first date.
not what you expecting. Okay. Okay. All
Home
right.
date. Let's put it that way, because I mean we had
Home
literally
date.
been out 3-4 times a week for the past 6 weeks.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Okay. Okay. So I made a comment. I'm gonna kind of start. I can't see my comment anymore. Um, I'm not a part of the group where the thing was
Okay. Okay.
anymore. Yeah. So, and I'm gonna try to kind of paraphrase. Um, I pretty much said I made my comment before I interacted with Amy. Let me say this, and I pretty much said, kind of trying to paraphrase. Remember what I
Oh,
said?
I know
That
exactly what you said.
okay? Well, go ahead, give it to me, girl.
You
Thank you.
said something like, "This is why people are single."
There we
Because
go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
basically, I guess you were thinking that I wasn't appreciative of his efforts, and that's why I kind of had to point out, like, yes, I was definitely appreciative.
Mhm.
Anybody's
Mhm.
going to appreciate someone who's trying to help them. It was
Mhm.
just, again, I'm thinking more of a date that's going to focus on us connecting in a different environment. When you bring somebody to your house, there's a different level of connection to see if he's comfortable, you're comfortable around him. So
Mhm.
even though everything was appreciated, it was just not expected for the first home date.
For the first home date. Okay. Okay. So, in understanding that, right? Because we kind of chatted a little bit off the post. Um. So my thought was when I went into that and saying that this is why most people or some people are single, um, I feel like as women, and we think different than men do. We move different than men do. And I've had to learn this. This is not something I'm saying just off the rip that I've always done and thought this way, right? I've had to learn this over time that men show attention and affection and care and concern in different ways, right? And so what I was saying was pretty much that, how a man shows his love, and that's probably what the brother was doing. He's used to, when I say a man being a man, and I like to say this a lot, let a man be a man. Um, and I don't know him, and I'm not sure. And you told me y'all did have a discussion about it,
We did.
which was great, which was great that y'all were able to communicate and talk about it. Um, I felt like the brother is showing his affection and his seriousness about the situation by doing the things that he knows how to do.
Hmm.
And he's trying to, show that. And he's trying to show that. I'm not gonna get into yet why I called this love bombing, right? Because that was one of the comments. So let me ask, ladies. First, looking at this on the surface, looking at it without explanation, how would you respond, Corey? How would you respond?
Oh, I'd be excited because that's what I enjoy. I love a man who could do some things. Um, but I also one of the first things that popped into my mind is maybe his love language is acts of service because you got all the different types. His might be acts of service. That was the first thing I thought. Um, but yeah, I'm happy with it. However, I'm one of those people, if I have my mind set on a certain thing, like if my mind is focused here and you take me over here, it could be great, but that's not what I was looking for. This here, right here, focus here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm wanting a romantic evening, I didn't fix my hair a certain way, got dressed in a cute
Nails,
dress,
everything.
nails, toes, got a wax, you got to prepare sometimes. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
and you up here under the sink, sir. Hey,
We pulling out paint cans and drills.
now I'm
And,
happy.
and you patiently waiting.
And he didn't finish
Right.
till
Okay.
midnight when it was time for him
Right.
to go home.
Right.
Yeah.
And also he's one of those something he's focused. So not only is he trying to show you, oh, this is how y'all been out like 4 days a week for 6 weeks. Oh, he's into you. You know what I mean? He comes to your house. He's like, oh, I got you. I'm going to show you how to do this. I can take care of this. I think maybe he's trying to show you he can provide or protect or whatever that is. And also he's showing you his, what is it? This, but
Mm-hmm.
don't forget about me. Don't forget
Mm-hmm.
about me. Thanks for the service, but service.
Right. What you think, Stacy? What you think, Stacy?
Um, I personally think that I would have let him continue to do what he do because I'm the person that thinks like I would allow somebody to show me before I even tell them. So he is
Mm-hmm.
already showing,
Mm-hmm.
what he can do for you and what he's willing to do for you without you even asking.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally feel like, well, let me ask you, um, Amy, did you communicate that to him?
So initially, I did kind of say to him, like, hey, these things are not pressing. It's not something that you need to do right now. Would you just want to wait and do them when you return? And he was like, no, 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 I'm good. I can knock these things out pretty quick. Not realizing that pretty quick was about midnight when he was done. But then afterwards, I did kind of tell him, like, hey, I do appreciate all your help. I don't want you to feel like you always have to be working when you come to my house. So next time, let's just spend some me and you time. And he
Mm-hmm.
he, he understood that.
Mhm.
Okay.
See, men, they only see black and white. I don't think they have any gray areas. So, not to say that what you did was wrong, but I would have communicated that in the beginning versus towards the end. Like, this is what I had plans on doing. Can we just do this? Because when you leave it open, like a question, like an option, in his mind, he feel like he's doing the right thing and he's going to continue to do what he thinks is the right
Right.
thing at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
He feels like, hey, I'm the man. He's showing you that whatever you need or whatever that needs to be fixed, I'm the one that's going to do it.
Right.
You don't have to call nobody. I got
Mhm.
this.
I got this. I got this. I got this.
And
Okay.
as long as a man showing me that he got it, I'm going to let him have it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the mouth says, and he may be a good Southern fix-it man with a low level of romance.
That's a good
Um,
thought. That's a
I
thought.
think he's got a good mix of both. I mean, he's actually from New York City, like me. And I think since that incident happened, he's been trying to monitor the time that he's in my house fixing stuff from the time that we're kind of just spending time together. So
Together.
he's
Yeah.
definitely been able to level that out for me. So I'm like even now where he's already talking about what he's doing this weekend in the house, and he's like, oh, but we're gonna watch some movies. So he's got it now. He's got it.
Some
Okay.
balance.
Okay. And that was great because I did inbox Amy. And before I inboxed you, I asked you on, did y'all have a conversation? And how did that work out? So I appreciate you sharing that. But there were a lot of comments. This thing got up to like 132, I think, comments, you know, and people had their opinions and their thoughts about it. And I could understand initially why some of the comments were what they were. But we do have to understand when two people are together and in a relationship and doing things and try to work, things out, they're still learning one another. So
Right.
the first thing that kind of came out was kind of like, wait a minute, because people was putting stuff up like if ungrateful was a person.
Oh yeah, they did try to come for my head. They did.
They did. They did. That's why I had to ask Amy, hey, girl, you all right on this one? You all right? I want to put this up. You all right on this one? Keita, babe.
Edward Smith he wrote a dissertation. If you'd like me to read it, I got you.
Not yet. Because
Okay.
yeah, we're going there. Thank you, Edward.
Okay.
I really appreciate it. Let's hold Edward's comment for a minute, and that is a great great comment. But we want to get let's get Crystal trying to get in. Miss Harding, I don't know what's going on, but this was her comment. If you could read that.
Yes, that may be his love language, but it is love bombing and sometimes his way of showing you why you should pick him.
But it is love bombing, or is it? I think she meant to say, is it love bombing? And sometimes his way of showing to pick him. Okay. Keita, I don't know Keita, can you hear us, girl?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. It just
Gotcha.
looks like I'm froze, but I'm scared to touch it.
Yeah. So we can hear you.
Look,
Okay.
sometimes your background can cause some freezing. So if you want to, you can try to take your background off.
Let me try to take that off.
Yeah, because you and Stacey at the same pool. If you can't, y'all at the same pool.
Let
Look
me
over
say,
there. You might go sit with
look,
Stacey.
for real. Dang.
There you go.
No, I'm messing with you, Edward. I'm messing with you.
Okay, I'm here. I'm glad my bedroom clean.
Well, listen, I appreciate you being on because you did share with us that you weren't feeling well today. So I appreciate
Yeah,
you being on. So did you see the message? Did you see the
did.
post?
I actually seen the post.
Okay. Okay.
And so I like I thought it was cute. Um, it was funny, but I had someone to come and visit me, and you were only gonna be here 3 days, like, and you going back to Virginia, and it's like, understand that my car might need some maintenance, but if it ain't a dire need, I can take care of that when you go. So we're not gonna spend the whole time like, okay, I'm gonna do this on your car today, and then I'm gonna do this tomorrow. No, we not gonna do that. We're not
Okay.
gonna do that. Cause did you spend $700 on a plane ticket to come to Texas to do that?
To do that.
Cause
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I didn't have a problem voicing myself. It was like, no,
Mm-hmm.
we're not gonna do that. You
Mm-hmm.
know, we
Okay.
wasn't gonna do that.
Crystal came back, says Christine
Mhm.
Harding. She came back and she said, "No, I think it is love bombing." Okay, okay. Let's get to this love bombing part. Let's get to this thing. So, Crystal, I sent the link to you again. I don't know if you tried it. I texted to you if you want to try it so we can get on. So let's get into this topic. Let's get into why I chose love bombs or genuine behavior. Somebody did make a comment out of all the comments that were made under that post. Someone made a comment and she expressed in her comment she mentioned love bombing. That men sometimes do things like that because they're trying to grab and Ed said it very eloquently. I did have it to put up, but we're gonna read because that's why I said we're gonna come back to it. Because I actually was going to post this almost verbatim, but Corey, can you go ahead and
Yep, I
read
got
it,
it.
please?
Love bombing is about control. Genuine behavior is about connection. Love bombing is when someone overwhelms you with affection, praise, gifts, or attention too quickly, too intensely, not because they truly know you, but because they want to gain influence over you.
Hmm.
Genuine love builds over time. It is not rushed, forced, or overwhelming. It's consistent, respectful, and patient. Thank you, Edward Smith. That was good.
Yes, it would. I appreciate that. So we're not even gonna have to go this area I was gonna go in because and I love that. I love when everybody gets engaged. So it would we really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Love bombing is about control. Uh-oh. Okay. I think we got her. Just get her on so we can. There it is. Hey sis,
Hey.
you on mute. All right. So while Christina works that while Crystal works that I call it Crystal, y'all.
There we go.
There you go.
Hey, everybody. A little
What's up,
technical
Crystal
difficulty.
on the West Coast? West side? She over
West side
in She's in Cali. How was your day, sis?
is long.
It was
You know, it's long.
okay.
I'm glad it's over. Tomorrow's Friday, so we could.
There it is. There it is. So before we keep going, what was your thoughts on the post? What were your thoughts?
Because I have been love bombed, and I just recognize it now more so than ever. And that's why I said that's what I felt that was doing. I was made a whole bunch of promises because I feel like sometimes if they feel like they're lacking in some other area,
Mm-hmm.
that they want to make up for it in this area. And it's like, oh, pick me kind of thing, or this is why I'm good for you. Women do it as well, but we do it in a different way sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's why it just screamed love bombing to me. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's like, don't serve me filet mignon and then want to come back with ground chuck, down the
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta finish, how you start. Um, and that's not what happened. So
Yeah. 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 So let's go to this love bombing thing. No, let's go to this love bombing thing because um, like I said, this conversation is going to be kind of broad. It's going to be kind of broad in kind of branching off, but um, the the post itself just opened up different things, Amy, and love bombing was one of those things. And y'all know here at the Real Life Relationship Growth, we're not going to land on foolishness. We want to land on the positive, right? Because we know there's foolishness. We know, like Crystal said, she's been love bombed. I definitely have been in that situation. You know,
Mhm.
talk real good. He had a lot. He was saying a lot, saying a lot. But when it
Mhm.
came down to it, when it came down to it, you know where you supposed to be. I'm hanging up on you. I love you. Come on, get in here. When it came down to it, um, it was something different. And love bombing is exactly what any of y'all ladies experience love bombing besides Crystal and I.
Not that I know of.
Okay. Stacey, what about you?
Well, I don't really believe in love bombing.
Okay.
Um, I believe that um, I believe that if a guy is trying to meet me, right, I give
Mm-hmm.
everybody the benefit of the doubt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And if you say you like me, I feel like you're showing me that you like me. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I deserve everything that you show me because I
Okay.
feel like I'm a great person. I'm coming as my honest character, my honest
Mhm.
person. And if you're not coming as your honest person, it will eventually come up or it will eventually come out and show. So I feel like everything that you give me or want to do for me, I feel like I deserve it because you're showing me that you like me. And when I see otherwise, your true intentions or whatever, if it stops, I stop. So
Okay.
I
Okay.
like
Mhm.
that.
I
Yeah.
don't believe in love bombing. If I deserve it, you like me, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
if it stops and you show me something else, I stop.
Right. Right. So could we say though that their intentions weren't what your expectation? And I hear what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But in that way, it's I would kind of say to that is we can't control other people, right? And I feel you, girl, because I deserve all of it. I listen, listen. I deserve every good, and I think we all do. I believe we all do, right? We all deserve the best of others. But
Hey, Donna, go ahead.
in those situations where those of us who raised our hands, um, I definitely learned to not take on what somebody else did. If you acted a fool, that was you that acted a fool. That had nothing to do with me.
Mhm.
Like you said, Stacy, my intentions are great. I know who I am, I know what I'm presenting, and I know what I deserve. So if you want to bump your head and act a fool, that's on you at the end of the day. Which why it's so important for us to be solid within ourselves. Because when situations like that come, and Amy, I'm glad you were able to say that you don't even think that you've experienced that, right? Um, but I do know that there are some people, men and women, who've experienced that type of situation and it's taken them down, you
Mhm.
know, and nobody's low rating you or talking down to you or about you. But I think it's really important that we focus on ourselves
Right.
because these dating streets, what they say is deep in the pool.
Ain't for the weak.
Stacey, you be in the pool behind you.
And if I can add something real quick, so
Sure, sure.
when I did speak to him, I was asking him like, hey, slow down. You don't have to do everything in my house. I'm not trying to have you rebuild my whole house. And he did kind of explain. He said, hey, I was raised by a single mother. He had really close relationships with his aunt, and he said,
Mhm.
anytime I see a woman, and if it's something that I can do, I'm
I'ma
willing
do
to
it.
just do what I can. So, obviously I can only go by what he tells me. We're
Right.
2 months in, 2.5 months in. But even prior to him coming to my house, we have built a connection.
Hmm.
So I don't think he would really have a need to love bomb me because we had already started building that connection to the point where I felt comfortable inviting him over.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I
And
add something, Donna?
sure, yes, please.
So, in my experience, when it happened to me, in retrospect, now I can look back on it because it was a form of manipulation. It's like if I'm doing all these things,
Hmm.
then it's quid pro quo, meaning that you're going to do what I need you to do. And if you don't, not only are you ungrateful, but now I'm going to flip it on you. You used me, took advantage of everything I was doing for you. You're only as good, you're only liking me for what I can do for you. But I never asked you to do any of that.
Do
Matter of
those
fact,
things.
I told you to slow down. And you want to claim you take offense at that, as if I'm not being grateful or I don't know how to receive. And it's not that we're not do that. It's not that we don't deserve it, but I don't need you doing it with ulterior motives.
Hmm.
That
Or to throw it back up in my face later.
Right,
exactly.
right, right.
Or let me get used to you doing stuff, and all of a sudden, because I'm not doing something you want me to do, oh, now you want to lock up shop and don't
Hmm.
want to. Well, do it yourself then. You don't need a man. You don't
Hmm.
do this. You don't do that. It wasn't
Right.
never about that. You supposedly were doing this because you cared about me, because it's something you saw a need and you wanted to stand in as a man and fix it.
Hmm.
You can't play both sides against the middle.
Yeah, yeah,
I have
Hmm.
a question.
yeah. Hmm.
So the first time that he said he approached you in that manner, did you continue dealing with him, or did you just say, hey, you know what? Because the first time someone shows me their true colors, I'm going to believe them at that moment, and I'm not going to try to paint another picture of them.
Hmm.
Um, at that moment, to me, I see that you were only doing this to get something out of it. So you was not being genuine to me. And so
Hmm.
at this point, I don't think we should continue.
Hmm.
But that's
Hmm.
probably why I'm still single, because I'm queen, let them go. And I don't feel
Yeah,
like we will have another conversation at this point because you were only doing that to get something out of it.
yeah. So let me share something that with you all that I learned, because and here it is. Anytime I say, if y'all don't know, anytime we hit this bell, counseling, that's what that means. That's what that means. Um People, and like you say you say all the time, and I still say it. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt until you show me something different. I'm going to accept you for who you say you are and what you say you are, right? Um and I had to learn that we all come with our representative at the beginning. When we're
Hmm.
interested in somebody, and that doesn't mean your representative is a lie. Doesn't mean that. When you're gonna go on that first date, you gonna get cute and you want to smell good and you know, have yourself looking nice when the brother pick you up or when y'all meet, whatever y'all doing. So, but as time goes on, things may kind of taper off a little bit. I'm a little bit more comfortable. So, you still gonna get the cute me, but you may get the cute me in sweatpants. And you know, so believing who people are. Um, I'm like you, Stacy. I used to be the cut them off quick queen. My sister used to say, dang, well, what did the brother do? Girl, I don't know. It just felt bad. And she used to be like, so something I learned in counseling, um, and I say this all the time now, give people room to be human, right? Because somebody's behavior doesn't look right to you, doesn't mean that they're wrong. It just means that they're used to a different dynamic. This gentleman told her he grew up with a single mother. So he don't sit back and watch women struggle with it.
Mm-hmm.
His come to the quick is I'm going to take care of that. And I would think it sounds like he would do that for any woman that he sees that may be in need. And that's that's a great attribute to have. But then you have your ones that only do, like Christine was saying, that only do because they want notoriety from you. And that's when we know the love bombing comes in. So the part in counseling that stood out so much to me was allow people to be human, but still take care of you. Because if their human side is BS,
It's gonna come
then
out.
it's gonna come out.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what it's gonna do for me? Oh, I might miss you. Oh, I might hate that. Oh, dang, that was good. I thought that was gonna be nice. But I'm gonna get right back up on it and do exactly what I was doing at the beginning of this thing. Because I am so solid. Doesn't make me not human, but it makes me say, you know what? He just was not right for me.
Mm-hmm.
And he may not be, because I really don't have any exes that I would say just trash. That kind of speaks a little bit about me too. They just were not for me. They just what they chose in life and what they thought and how they were brought up just came out, and it just was not for me. Now we done had some crackheads come along too. Now we can say that we ain't gonna sit up and act like it's good, because there's some crackheads that's like, who raised you? But giving people room to be human. And I say that in this moment because my girl Stacy, I can understand your thought process. And it's not necessarily, I wouldn't say it's bad that you're still single. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't think it's bad that I'm still single, but I just refuse to settle for what I know I'm going to bring. I know what I offer. You know what I'm saying? And I know if I'm going to be intentional about something, I would want them to be intentional about something too. Now, the young man in Amy's situation, I don't feel like he was love bombing at all.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't come back. He didn't go back and forth with her about it. He came. They had a conversation at the end, and it was a balance between when they meet up or how they're going to do it. I also believe that you should show a person grace because, believe it or not, I'm not perfect. I'm just kidding.
That's right, girl.
I'm not perfect. So I would like grace extended to me as well. But I just feel like in the dating game, like I'm not a serial dater. Right. I'm the relationship girl. So this whole dating thing is new to me. But I will say this. If what I will not do is when a person show me who they are, I might show some grace if it's like a little gray area there. But if it's like boom in my face, this who they are.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna waste any more of my time with that person because I feel like my time is valuable, and I feel like you have to, when you accept treatment from other people, you're showing them how to treat you.
How to treat you. That's right.
So I'm very big on my peace since I've been divorced.
Girl, yes.
So you're either gonna add to my peace, but you will not
gonna take
away from it.
Yeah.
You will not take away from it.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely get it. So let's get back to this. What is it? Men are from Venus? Women from Mars?
Women from Mars.
Men are from Mars.
Kind
Women
of
are
thought
from Venus.
process. Because let me put up Kevin's comment. That made me think about that difference. And big up to Kevin. That is my boy. I have to shout him out every time, y'all. Kevin has been rocking with the real life relationship growth since day one. Day one. So thank you, Kevin. Corey, can you read what Kevin put up, please? Off mute.
I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? Some men are just nice. You have to be ready to say, slow down. The bombing may be unintentional as he may not have known your boundaries.
Ha. There we go. Give
Or he
people
just really like you.
Give people the space to be human. Yeah. Because you have to set your boundaries. And I said this, I did a video one time, and I said, your boundaries are for you. They're not for nobody else.
Mhm.
My boundaries are for me. The boundaries that I set, I have to keep those boundaries. I have to stay within those boundaries. I can't expect somebody else to do that. But if I'm in a relationship with them, I'm coming to understand what my boundaries are. It's a plus for me to understand his boundaries and for him to understand my boundaries. That's a plus. That gives us opportunity to say we're learning one another and to say, is he going to respect my boundaries? Is she going to respect my boundaries? So that's good, Kevin. I appreciate that. He may not have even known, giving people space to be human, but
I think
understanding and knowing. Let's go back to. I'm sorry. What did you say, Crystal?
I was going to say, and there's levels to this thing because sometimes, and all of them are not created equal. If it is love bombing or it isn't, or the intentions behind it. Like I said, what I experienced, it was the long game, and it was purposeful in that he felt like that was leadership. That's the Christian way. That's to take care of the woman. And as a woman, and I had been single for a very long time, I liked it. I love that you're willing to do all these things for me.
Yeah.
I do feel like you should slow down. I don't want you to think that I'm using you. But if you're going to continue to do them, despite me telling you, I don't need you to do all this, that's your love language. That's what you want to do it at your own risk.
That's
but
right.
Again, at the end of that long game, don't come back and say, I did all this for you and you're this.
Right.
So,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. How you start, say it all the
It's
time.
how you gotta finish it.
Start is how you have to. I mean, and we get it. We know, again, at the beginning of this thing, you bringing out all the stops because you're trying to impress this woman and you want her to know that you're there for it. And then we know sometimes things change a little bit. So being flexible but understanding you can't be doing flowers every week.
And then all of a sudden
And then
stop.
all of a sudden you stop. And I'm waiting for flowers, and you like, oh. But if circumstances, come around to why the flowers are stopping, or why then let's have that discussion. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me bring my
Okay.
girl.
Can I say something?
You sure can. One
I was-
second. Hey, Tim.
Hey, ladies.
Hey.
Hello.
All right. Corey's gonna say something, Tip, then I'm gonna come back to you, babe. Go ahead, Corey.
I really had a question because every time I heard about love bombing, like when it stops, it's always kind of mean on the end of the person who's love bombing. And I was wondering, I just typed it into Google. That may not be true, but I asked Google, is there a correlation between love bombing and narcissism? Not because that's the buzzword, but just because I was curious. And it says, yes, there is a strong direct correlation between love bombing and narcissism, with love bombing serving as a primary manipulative tactic in the initial stage of narcissistic abuse.
Interesting.
So when I think about the love bombing that had happened to me, when it, like I said, when it was coming to an end, when it stopped, it was just like you said, oh, I did this for you and you don't appreciate it and everything is you. And it's like, well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I thought you were being nice.
Yeah.
I thought you meant those things you said about me. And now it's all my fault. And that's what, these narcissists do. So
because it was definitely the buzzword for a while, but
it was.
I mean, if the bee fit, we gonna buzz. Tip, what's up, lady?
What's up?
So we want you to jump in here. Were you able to listen in? But y'all, and we gotta big up the Tip because Tip was like, Donna, did you see this post? We gotta do this. Pull me to it. So thanks, sis.
You're welcome. I haven't heard a lot. I was at the gym, but I personally have been love bombed once. Um, I met a guy who came with all the grand gestures, did a lot of nice things for me off the rip. He was one of the uh, grand rising queen type of dudes, Muslim, strict eating habits, all this stuff. So we were going great for like a good 8 or 9 months.
Wow.
Very chivalrous, everything. And we took a trip. We went to Puerto Rico. And when we got to the resort, there were only a handful of restaurants open. I happened to not eat because I have allergies and this, that, and the third. So, long story short, next morning I was hungry. We go to breakfast. We're waiting for our table to be called. And he lets me know beforehand, you can eat anything you want, but don't order no pork. So I'm like, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in over 24 hours. I want to eat what I want to eat.
Uh-huh.
And he put his foot down. Like, you not eating pork. Not today, you not eating pork. And he kind of raising his voice in the restaurant at me. So I got upset, and instead of causing a scene, I just politely walked out. Went to a cafe, had breakfast by myself. What I didn't know is that I had his iPad in my purse. I didn't know he put his iPad in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
So when we bumped heads in the foyer, he's stomping up towards me like George Jefferson, like fast. And I'm like looking like, what's going on? And he's like, give me my shit. Like, whole demeanor was off. And then as he walked away after I passed him his iPad, he said, some, and bitch.
Ooh. Oh.
So I'm like, oh, wow, we go from queen to this over an iPad? Because I don't want to eat with. Yeah, so blew my mind. And long story short, I ended up on the next thing smoking. I didn't even stay. I had somebody escort me to the room and get my things. And I was in Atlanta before you knew it. So
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
he was very chivalrous throughout all of those 8, 9 months. And then it came to that. So, and I don't do verbal abuse, let alone anything else.
Right.
No, not even a little bit.
Anything else? Anything else? Ooh. Yeah, and that was quite a bit of time. That was quite a
Yeah.
bit of time. And I mean it because it's saying, and I'm gonna put this up because Edward is dropping these gems. Um, Love bombing is
Right.
fast, intense, and overwhelming. But when you go for such a long stretch like that, it can
Mhm.
be confusing. Though I would assume that can be confusing. Such a
Absolutely.
stretch. But I think some people, some men, some women. We're gonna say men because we're talking about we is ladies on here. I
Mhm.
think some men are set up for the long game.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And some men are set up for the long game.
Mhm.
Hey,
Not
So
saying,
I'm gonna
can
wait
I
to
add
marry
something
you
real
and
quick?
change.
yeah,
Yeah.
wanting you to change. There it is. Wanting you to, I'm glad you said that.
Mhm.
Wanting you to change. Because if you cannot accept me, I was talking to a homeboy of mine earlier today, and he was like, "What's the topic tonight?" He always called, "What's the topic tonight?" Why, Negro, you ain't gonna get on. But he was like, "What's that?" And I told him what the topic is, and he was like, what's funny to me that we always say people should accept me the way I am. If you can't accept me how I am, then you're not for me or whatever. And I slick kind of believe that, but a part of me is like, I don't think it's necessarily about changing. And I think we talked about this last week or the week before. Not necessarily about someone trying to change you, but knowing that you have to make some adjustments. You come into
Mhm.
somebody else's space and they come into yours.
Mhm.
Your core is being
Definitely.
cooked, like Tip was saying. Like this man is like, throw it all away. No swine. No, what's my core? If you're trying to shape my core and you want me to change my core, just 'cause you said
Get down.
then it could come down to these things. But love bombing is fast, intense, and overwhelming.
Yes.
Genuine behavior is steady, gradual, and natural. Steady, gradual, and natural. Love bombing is focused on winning you over. Genuine love is focused on knowing you. Love bombing ignores or pushes boundaries. Genuine behavior
Behavior.
breaks it. I love that.
And you know
Genuine.
what, Donna? It's
Mhm.
good to want to accept somebody as who they are, but be who you gonna be. You
Yes.
Mhm.
can't pretend to be one way and then turn around and be another way. If you're not completely honest,
Right.
we can only work
Mhm.
with the information that we've been given.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's
So
right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
But at the I just want to share this. At the end of the day, you could be with somebody for 20 years and never really know that person because we go through different seasons and life moments. Like I'm not doing what I was doing when I was 20. Some
Right.
stuff I would never do at 45 that I did when I was 20. And the change can be positive, the change can be negative.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why you can see like marriages, people be married for years and then they be like, that person changed.
Mhm.
And you just you just have to roll with the punches. Whatever
Mhm.
they
Yeah.
throw at
Just
you, you have to, it's a choice of whether you want to take it or not, or,
Mhm.
you
yeah.
know, communicate
Change is
because
inevitable.
people do, they do change.
I
Yeah.
don't know that they
Mhm.
really
But
change. I
my
feel like
question
people
is,
evolve into who they're going to be. I think there's layers, and
Mm-hmm.
different circumstances make those layers come to be. I think there has to be a level of compromise and acceptance in anticipation of those layers being revealed and finding a way to manage it, to find a cohesive way to get along. But I don't think people change. I think they just evolve it more into who they really are. And there's no way to know everything about anybody,
yeah,
especially when life be lifing, because different things erupt different things.
Yeah. Yeah.
this
And
this
I think
this
pretty much the problem.
perimenopause.
Sorry.
Girl.
Yeah. I think we're pretty much
Yep.
saying the same thing. I think you ladies are pretty much kind of saying the same thing, evolving, and then also just life going on. And like you said, you're not the same person that you were at 20. You're not that person, and that's most definitely true. Here's that thing: give people space and room to be human.
And can
Mhm.
I say
Mhm.
Yes.
something?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Okay, so see, I was raised by my grandparents. And so my grandmother raised me a certain way. So my grandmother raised me to be a lady. She raised me to be a wife. These are things that you do as a wife.
Mm-hmm.
So with me, anytime I get into a relationship, you don't get a representative because I start the exact same way that I finish.
Mhm.
Finish.
I can be mad at you for 6 weeks, but I'm not going to stop cooking your food. I'm not
Right.
going to stop washing. I'm not going to stop cleaning. That's just who I am. It's in me. The issue that I have is that my grandmother told me, you teach a person to
How to
treat you.
treat you.
They'll treat you.
The issue that I have is when I'm teaching you, without unbeknownst, I'm teaching you how to treat me. And then you get, that's when the love bombing comes in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm teaching you how to treat me, and you treat me this way because this is my standard. I think Donna, we talked about this on the last call that I was on
Mm-hmm.
when I said my dad and my mom didn't raise me, but my dad always taught me, if there's a man in your life, you better not touch a car.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
his job. That's his job. My brother lives in Texas with me. He moved here when I got hurt. He only stayed with me 3 months. He found a young lady and he wound up marrying her. My brother to this day still comes to take out my trash before the trash day because my father told him, until she gets a man in her life.
Mhm.
You gonna
Mhm.
go over there and take her trash out.
Yeah.
My brother is younger than me, but he's been doing this since a child.
Yeah.
When I was married, he didn't come over my house and take my trash out. He didn't come and hang no TVs. He didn't come and do none of that.
Yeah.
But because I'm single, and that's something that his wife had to understand. No, she did. This is what I have to do because I'm her brother. I'm the only boy.
Mhm.
My brother has 5 sisters.
Mm.
Okay, and so
A lot of
I'm the
trash.
only one.
Mhm.
Yes,
I was
I'm the
gonna
only
say,
one
there's a
right
lot
now.
of trash.
I'm the only one right now that's not married.
Okay.
He's in the same state I'm in. He lives 15 minutes away. He comes over here and take my trash out, make sure the garbage can is on the curb on trash night.
Yeah.
So that's the problem that I have is I don't have a problem with you coming to help me. Don't use it against me when you get mad.
Yep. Yep.
Don't use it against me when you get mad. But in the same token, this is what I require. Why I
Yeah.
gotta get out and pump some gas and you here?
Right. Right.
No.
Because
If you see that my tire light is on, put some air in my tires.
That's right. That's right.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I talked about this the last time when I had a guy to come here. He seen that I needed 4 tires and he went home and said, hey, he texted me and said, I seen that you needed some tires. I bought 1 tire and it's gonna be shipped to your house in the morning. Why would you ship it to my house when you know I'm allergic to latex? So now I gotta handle this tire, risk being sick when all
Yeah.
you had to do was call Discount Tires or Walmart, wherever you wanted to get the tire from, and say, hey, I just paid for you some tires.
Go there and get
Go
them.
over there and
Go
let them
get
put
your
them on.
tire. And like I told Donna, the issue was the fact that I never bought just or had a man to buy me 1 tire. Why in the hell would you buy me 1 tire when you seen I needed 4?
At
Yeah.
least do two.
Yeah. And part of the responses was, oh, ungrateful. At least they
Yeah,
bought one
yeah,
time. But
yeah.
again, your boundaries, how you were taught, what your expectations are, and it's fine to have that. It's fine to have that because there's going to be that person who matches your boundaries, who is fine with your boundaries. Same
Mhm,
thing.
mhm,
I don't pump gas. I don't take
mm-mm.
out trash. I don't open doors.
Mop no
Like
floors.
my you say you don't mop no floors?
No, my brother cut mop my floors.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
okay.
Honey.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, because Daddy
Yeah.
wasn't playing. That's strenuous labor.
No,
Okay.
That needs to be the next conversation, the male versus women roles.
yeah. My
Child.
brother comes over my house once a month because I try not to. I'll still, if something happens, I wait some. I'm not gonna leave it there. I'm gonna mop my floor. But my brother comes over my house once a month and mop my floors. I don't have no
Uh-oh.
carpet.
Kevin got the little faces on. Let me show
I
y'all.
see it. I
Let me
see
show
it, and
y'all
I'm
little face.
sorry.
I don't know where this came in at or where this applies, Kevin. Explain yourself. Explain yourself where the
Yeah,
faces
I'm
came in.
sorry.
You good. You got, hey, honey, you got it.
So we
I feel
I'm sorry. So
I was okay.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say this. A man will do whatever he wants to do for the person that he really
He wants
likes.
to. Yes, he will.
The same for a woman.
Mhm.
She will do, if she really likes that man, whatever she needs to do because she likes that man. That's
Pause.
just
Pause,
even
Stacy. I'm sorry.
okay.
I love how this works. I love how this works. I have 4 little video clips. Say that again. A man will what?
A woman will too now.
Mhm.
A
It's
man
ladies
will
on here
do.
tonight. We don't do that. We ain't worried about the men, what they saying tonight. It's
Okay.
ladies on here tonight. We just need
Okay.
to, okay. They had
If
a
a man
I
really
love
do,
y'all gentlemen.
if a man really likes you, he would do whatever it takes to get you.
Okay, hold that
And
thought. Go ahead. That's why.
that's why I feel like if I'm not getting 100% of this man, it's okay to tell myself, Stacey, he don't like you.
Mm.
Pause,
You're not,
sis. Pause, sis.
you're not his
Stacey, girl.
person.
Corey, why we wait so long to get Stacey on? Hold on, cause she flowed. We know how it works.
Come on, Stacey.
Hey babe, I hope you got the flowers I sent you. We are going to be going out tonight, so I'll pick you up around 7. So wear something nice, and we will be out a little late, so make sure you bundle up a little bit. I know it's going to be a little chilly this evening. But anyway, I'll call you when I'm outside. He do not like you.
That wasn't the only one she did either.
Hold,
And it
No.
was
14
also
seconds.
go
That took
ahead.
about 14. Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Hey babe, good morning. I just wanted to let you know I'm going to have a pretty busy day today, so I'm going to try to call you on my lunch break, but if I can't, I'll text you. Either way, I'll see you tonight. I love you. That man don't like you!
Only took a couple seconds.
Yeah.
She ain't lying. She ain't lying.
And sometimes as women, we have to like be okay with someone not liking us.
Mhm.
It's okay.
That's
It's
right.
not our job to try to show them like, oh, this is who I am. No, the minute they show you that they don't like you, it's okay.
Move on.
And just
Yep.
move on.
Yeah. When
Because I'm
somebody
not
shows
everybody's
you,
cup of
leave
tea,
it.
but I'll
That's
still
right.
get sipped.
And that's right. That's right. Everybody that you set out to talk to or they talk to you don't have to like you. It's okay. That's that process of getting to know someone and making a decision. Making a decision. I say it all the time. For those of you who are still in this thought process, y'all hope y'all didn't miss that. For those of you still in this thought process, date more than one person. Date more than one person, men or women. Because dating is almost that interview process. That's just to get to know, just to see. I am a proponent. I am big on dating more than one person until that one brother comes heavy and hard, consistent, and it's genuine. Then I told Kenya was supposed to be on here with us tonight. She gonna have to meet us on the next one. Kenya said, Donna, she was like, it's something different. Like, you always glowing, but something is different. You glowing different. I said, girl, I cleared the roster. Yeah, Corey. Date more than one person until that person, your person, shows, and we're going to say it on this, men and women, that they are worthy of you.
Mm-hmm.
They are worthy of you. But that video, I had like 2 more videos of her, but I'm not gonna keep pushing the envelope. But she was like, that man don't like
I was over here snapping.
Mm-hmm.
And
It was
I
over
got I
here
have a
no lies.
question.
I'm coming.
I
Let's
have a
see
question, you guys. So, we've been talking about the whole love bombing. So when would I even know if this is what the man is doing? Like, I mean,
Oh,
is
here
it
we
something?
go.
Uh,
Go ahead.
I mean, would it be something that would just, how he started and then eventually it just kind of stops? Or the first time he mentions it, like, oh, I did this for you, then I'd be like, oh, yeah, that's it.
I think when it seems too good to be true and it's too much too soon.
Mm,
Yeah.
Like even the guy I was telling y'all about, he had asked to marry me within 3 months, and I
oh,
thought
wow.
that's too fast for me, But I've seen it happen. Some people get married within 6 months of knowing each other, but that was too fast for me. So I was already kind of on the suspicious side anyway. Like,
Right.
So has he seen you eat before?
oh
Say that
yeah,
again.
Have you eaten in front of him before? Has he discussed your eating patterns before?
absolutely. And I was very respectful of him. Like I never brought pork into his home or anything like that. And whenever he came to my house, I wouldn't prepare pork. So I was very respectful. But my thing was, you're not going to dictate what I eat in this restaurant,
Exactly.
especially knowing that I hadn't eaten in 24 hours. You're not going to do that. So it was probably more my ego that got pissed, for him to do that, especially in front of people. Don't embarrass me.
Right.
I'm not a child. So that was just the ugly side that came out, and I'm glad I saw it. I'm glad I saw it.
So I'm gonna tell you, Tip, I had a little bit of a different thought process when you said that, and I get,
Me too.
you were more involved in it than we were. We're hearing the situation that happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can understand that, but here we go again with the allow people to be human kind of like thing, right? And
Mm-hmm.
in answer to your question, Amy, Edward said it a few times. Let's put Edward's comment back up there.
When you have to force. Okay, love bombing.
Yeah.
Love
So
bombing.
she said, "How do you
Oh,
know?"
okay.
Go ahead, Corey.
Love bombing is fast, intense, and overwhelming. Love bombing is focused on winning you over. Love bombing ignores or pushes boundaries. Genuine behavior. Oh, never mind.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Did you want to read genuine behavior or just the love bombing?
The love bombing, because she
Okay,
asked about the
okay.
love bombing.
Okay, then that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Got
I feel
Guess
like
I
we
gotta
all
watch,
have-
listen, and learn.
Yeah. I feel like we all have this thing called. Some people say intuition. Some people say, something told me. I just have to say personally, for me, I'm a believer in the Father in heaven. And when the Holy Spirit says, I think sometimes it's not always what we want. So we can't blame everything on the Lord. We can't blame it on the devil. Sometimes it's just what we want. And it's not necessarily that we miss it, but it's just not what we wanted. But at the end of the day, that little small voice, that intuition, the Holy Spirit, that something said, something told me. I believe God gave us this little thing in our brains and our minds that connect and say, hey, you even when we was kids, now you know better than climbing up on that table. But we climbing up on that table, then fall and want to scream and holler because we have fallen off of that table. And somebody says, you knew better. And even with the child's mind, the development of a child's mind, we have that little thing in us that it's that kind of like fight or flight type of thing.
Mhm.
Kind of know. So I always say it's better. I'm one of those women that want to hear the truth. Don't lie to me.
Right.
Mhm.
And a lot of men say women don't want to hear the truth because y'all really don't want to hear the truth. Who? Because it might hurt my feelings initially. It might not be what I want to hear,
But
but
I'll
you
get over it.
have an opportunity to make an educated
Choice.
decision for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And if you got to lie to me, I'm going to find out. Things that we do in the dark is going to come to the light.
Yep, that's true.
So we have to trust our gut. We have to trust, and that's a conversation to have with ourselves and with and who we believe in, what our belief system is. Because we want what we want. We all men and women. We want what we want. That brother fine. He about 6'6". He got this ultra voice. Cause he's 6'6". He got
But Donna, you're absolutely right about hearing that voice in the back of your mind and you knowing that
I'm
you
sorry.
need to pump the brakes on something.
Yeah.
You know my story. I met mine online. He
Mm-hmm.
told me within the first 30 days he knew I was going to be his wife.
Mm-hmm.
He knew before we actually met. Well, not knew. He bought the ring before we actually even met.
Oh, wow.
He thought that if I'm doing all these things and I'm showing all this good, and I was like, you know what, this feels good, but at the same time, it makes me a little nervous. You're moving a little fast. Let's slow this down. And he adhered to that because he didn't want to 100% lose me. But he spent over $300 some for his membership. He canceled it within 2 weeks of knowing me because he just knew he found one, and he felt I should have done the same. So it's little things like that, and you hear it, you feel it in your spirit, like you just moving a little too fast. You're trying to put the lockdown a little too hard. You need to question that.
Yeah.
You need to question that.
And for those who are in that situation, because we hit a love and learn, y'all. For those in that situation, because there are people in that situation right now, love yourself so doggone much that it's
Right.
not going to matter.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely surprised.
Yeah. If you don't have wholeness to bring to somebody else, what are you going to somebody for? Man or woman? Like, I'm not saying we have to be perfect and everything well put together, because we all live day to day with struggles and things and stuff that we deal with and stuff that we're fighting against. But damn it, I need to at least see you fighting. I can't be hearing, well, that's just the way I am. That's how my mom and them told me. That's what my daddy
Nah,
did. Well, I'm gonna need you
I
to go
guess
back
I've
to the house.
and I guess I've never been one to accept when they say, "Well, that's just how I am." No, that's I don't. If that's how
Yeah,
you
no,
are, I don't have to accept that.
no. You can be that. You can
Yeah,
be that
just not with me.
over there.
Mhm.
Over there. Yeah. 'Cause we have to give people,
Can
yeah,
I say something?
of course, but
See, now I be praying to God about my spouse, okay? And so I'm very big on this Amos 9 blessing that it's gonna happen suddenly.
on the what? On the what?
Amos 9 blessing, okay?
Amos 9
So
blessing.
yes,
Yeah.
that's gonna happen
Hold on.
suddenly. It's gonna happen so fast. Blessings are gonna come swiftly, one foot after the other. It's gonna make your head twirl. Okay. That's the prayers that I pray, right? So and I also pray for the spirit of discernment as well. So I feel like I said in the beginning, I deserve all these good things. So I don't feel like I'm being love bombed. I feel like I'm deserving of these things. But I also pray for God to expose or reveal anything to me because I don't want to go outside of his will. And I
That's
ask
right.
for, his will, not my will, to be
That's right.
done.
That's right.
So I do believe that people can meet that person and that be their person for each other, and it can happen in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in that.
Corey, we got a new student of the month we're gonna put on the wall. It's Stacy.
No, hold up, Stacy. Amos 9 and what? Because I'm in Amos 9. And I'm like,
Amos chapter 9, verses 13 through 15.
okay.
Uh-oh. Get to it, sis. But the reason I said that, Stacy, that's our little joke we play because we talk about. But yeah, you gonna, student of the month. We're gonna have your picture like with a cake. But I say that because Stacy is that glass half full person. Like Stacy is coming with the let's look at it on the bright side. And I love that. I too believe, Stacy, that it can happen in a short amount of time.
It can.
I do. I believe that too. And I get love bombing can be quick and swift and it's intense or whatever. But I still think quickly can also come with discipline. It can also come with discipline. So I myself do believe that it doesn't have to take a year to get to know somebody. Um, I hate that term, especially at this big age. I hate that term when people say that. So I'm going to say, especially when you're older, and older can be 35, older can be older than 25. You know what I'm saying? when you're older and you're processing and you're living some things, and I have to say it, woo, know thyself.
Mhm.
I don't care how old you are, know thyself.
Mm-hmm.
And those Negroes and Negrettes that come along and are not, Corey, I knew you was gonna catch it. Corey, a teacher, she'd be like, "What?" So when they come along, you won't be out there just floating and having that trust in God. Stacy, I get it, sis. I too. I pray for my husband, and I'll say I
Mhm.
don't even know who the Negro is.
Mm-mm.
But I pray for him every morning, like he was sitting there getting up out of my bed, or are we getting ready? I pray for him just like that. And have I kissed some frogs and made some mistakes? Of course. But like I said,
Mhm.
at the beginning, you learn from those mistakes, and you don't allow yourself to be held back for those things. And we have to take accountability. We have to say that was me. I walked into
Mhm.
that eyes wide open, but I wanted it, but so that, that
And can I say one thing? Can I say another thing?
yeah,
Um,
Corey, she's so polite. She asking could she say something? Go ahead,
Look,
sis.
I'm like she don't even have to ask because she coming with the stuff now. Come
Come
on.
on,
but
girl.
like if we can all be honest with ourselves, right? Like we're gonna be honest with ourselves, right? Sometimes we see the signs. And
And we
sometimes
overlook
we
them.
let a little stuff, we let it just roll off. But that little stuff that just rolled off become big hills to roll down, you
Mhm.
know, and and then when it all hits the fan, have you ever told yourself, I should have left the first time he did that?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
So we have to
Mhm.
take accountability for our own actions too now.
yeah,
Mhm.
Because I mean, I've been there. I'm like, man, I should have never did that.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And that's what I was saying. Yeah, it's not always the devil did it.
Yeah.
It's me. It's me. It's me. It's me. Oh Lord, standing
Got to
Mhm.
in the
take
need of prayer.
responsibility for ourselves.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, most definitely, we have to take accountability. Um, where
Why your sister acting up?
where, she, where girl? What if he's not a Negro? When you say, Lord, your will. Child, that's an insider, y'all. Some of us get that. I wanted to put this up that Kevin said.
Could it be that some folk are so used to losing that they can't recognize when they're winning? That sounds like a line in a movie. I'm gonna tell you which movie it's from in a second. We can overthink someone's sincerity and literally think you're Boaz or Queen out of your life.
Ah,
I like it. That's why I deserve
yes.
it. I
It's
deserve it.
possible.
And
It's
yes, and that
possible.
is our turning of the corner. Thank you, Kevin.
Yes.
See why I love y'all. You see
Yes.
why I
Mhm.
love y'all. That is our turning of the corner because we got to turn the corner on this because we don't want to
Hmm.
make this all about the brother ain't no good. He just trying to take what you got, girl. He want the goodies. We don't want to end like that. We don't want to keep
Hmm.
it that way. We do have to be aware. We do have to take accountability and understand and know that everything is not for us. And we have to recognize when it's not. And we don't have to beat ourselves up when somebody else makes the choice to be an asshole. We don't have to beat ourselves up. Just be like, "Ooh, Lord, thank you for helping me to see that." Yeah, it
Mhm.
hurt a little bit. I took some time on that, but I always say, take that stuff, throw away what doesn't serve you, and keep what
Put the
does.
rest in the toolbox.
Because Kevin is saying, you gonna think yourself out of that thing, girl. You gonna overthink yourself. Go ahead, Corey.
Marcus said that line to his wife in Why Did I Get Married? Part 1. When he was at their mom's house. Mhm.
Wait a minute. Let's put it back up. Let's put it back up.
And he got out the car and he walked down the street.
They're so used to losing. Kevin, thank you for this statement. Thank you for this statement. Some people are so used to losing, they can't
Shame
recognize.
that tomorrow when they're winning.
That's a
I remember
counseling
that.
issue. That's a counseling issue. Yes, that's a counseling issue.
That's a
Because
counseling
now, at this point, you've dated so much, person after person, and your self-esteem is maybe not esteem, but your what is it? Self-image or whatever you
Confidence.
think.
Confidence.
There you
Confidence.
go. It's gone. It's done.
Yeah,
And
and
so now-
everybody that comes your way looks like a love bomber. He looks like he ain't no good. He trying to do this and he trying to do that. Get solid within yourself.
Yep.
It don't matter if Obama walked your way or that crackhead on the corner. You gonna be good with it. Damn, hold on. Wait a minute. Crackhead all the time, y'all. I'm sorry.
All right, Bruce
And I
Leroy.
think that's where it comes in, where you have to, like Stacey said, you have to give every relationship or give every person their equal share, because you can't, if I'm with Jack and I had a bad experience with Jack and now I'm trying to make something right with Mike, I can't take what Jack did and say I forget. I'm not going to take that into another relationship, but in the back of my head I'm still thinking about what Jack did and I'm looking for the red flags. And Mike ain't getting a fair share.
That's right.
He's not getting a fair chance.
That's
So,
right.
excuse me, I think that for me, pride myself in giving everybody a fair chance. I
Yeah.
will not base what happened in one relationship into the next, because that's not fair to the person. And then I would not want them to do that to me. That has been done, and I wouldn't want them to do that to me. And I know how it feels. So don't do me like that.
I feel like I'm at the opening of the store.
Santa Claus outside getting coins.
Can we ringing this bell tonight?
But that's part of
Ring
healing.
this bell tonight because it makes so much sense. You can lose out on your person because you ain't sat down and laid down on nobody's couch to say, "Hi, I'm Donna."
And I got this issue.
XYZ happened to me, so I don't trust. It's hard for me to trust. It's y'all. Well, I'm telling y'all, when my counselor talked to me about, I was married at the time, and my trust levels was like, "What you doing? Hold on," because very transparent. I was sexually assaulted when I was young, so I had no control over what would happen to me. So as I was growing up, I'm like, oh, I'm controlling this. I'm controlling that. You ain't gonna do this. You ain't gonna do that. And it ended up not being good. When you think you have control, but you really don't. So when I sat down with my counselor, I love her to death. Her name was Larita. Beautiful woman. Latice, I'm sorry. Larita is another counselor that we had on with us, Latice. And she took me through some questions. She was like, so if he is cheating, what you gonna do about it? Like, she taught me how to process, go through a whole scenario in my mind. And then at the end of that scenario, give an answer to what you gonna do. What can
Yeah.
it taught me to stop overthinking. It taught me to give the other brother, the next brother, the benefit of the doubt until you show me something I need to be concerned about. Listen, they ain't got nothing to do with me. That's between you and Jesus if you a crackhead. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm sorry. But it took some counseling. It took sitting down on somebody's couch to tell me you are stressing the hell out yourself for something that possibly don't even exist.
Yeah, there's no sense of arguing over something you can't prove.
Yep.
And then you making up stuff in your mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now you
Yeah.
looking for stuff.
And
And
you
even though
stressing
she
him
put
out
it in
too.
your mind already.
And
He
even if you
already
can't
said it.
prove it.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna treat you like you. Oh
Yeah.
Lord. When I
Can
tell
I
you,
say
I'm gonna say
something?
this last thing, Stacey, I'm gonna let you go ahead and speak.
Oh.
When I got that monkey off my back, whoo, the weight that was lifted
Mm.
and the wonderful people that I met since. And if they weren't my man, they became really good friends because I didn't zone them out like that. Go ahead, Stacey.
You're right on that point because I'm gonna be transparent too. When I got my divorce, I was like, I'm getting all these clothes, my dating clothes or whatever, and I'm going on these dates or whatever, right? Something was wrong with each and every last one of those men. And so I was like, Stacey, something wrong with all of them. I had to do some self-reflection.
Yeah.
And I had to sit back and sit myself down. And I had to learn me all back over again. So I was single by choice for 2 years after my divorce to get me right
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes,
to heal, because everybody out there is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, it's in your head. You're just because it happened to you because you experienced that. And even though my ex-husband, even though the act that he did, which was cheating, was bad, he's not even a bad person because we had a good marriage.
right.
He messed it up, but he's not a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
But you learn all that in your healing process and taking some time out by yourself just to be by yourself. And it's okay to be single. And like in my singleness, like I love me. And if you're not coming with the same type of love that I have for me,
yes,
I don't even care. I don't even think about the woulda, coulda, shouldas. Because if you were the right one, you would have, you could have, and you should have.
you should have.
Hello.
So
Yes. Yes. Let me order Stacey t-shirt. Get printed up, put name on the back. Look, Corey, that's what we should do. Everybody gets a t-shirt. The student of the month get a t-shirt at the end of the show. Everybody, I don't have enough shirts though. That's everybody. So I have 2 videos that I want to show y'all because we talked about the love bombing thing. We talked about how we can recognize that because we want to be able to recognize that, right? We want to be able to. We want to know because we just know we don't live in a world with rainbows and butterflies all the time. So let me put these 2 statements up. Hopefully, okay. So love bombing. Corey, just grab a few of those, please.
Love bombing pushes you to move faster than you're comfortable with, makes you feel anxious, overwhelmed, or pressured, becomes jealous or possessive of your time and attention, lacks personal boundaries or individual identity, makes grand promises that don't match their follow through, loves an idealized version of you rather than the real you, becomes defensive or angry when you set boundaries, rushes to intimacy and commitment.
Okay. All right. So we touched on love bombing all night. We have to wrap this thing up with something better. Something better because there is. Come on, Corey. Healthy love.
Healthy love respects your peace and boundaries, encourages your independence and outside relationships, shows consistency between words and actions, accepts feedback and adjusts behavior accordingly, allows the relationship to develop naturally over time, gets to know the real you, including your flaws,
Yeah.
maintains their own identity, interests, and friendships, and
Mhm.
makes you feel safe, comfortable, and respected.
Yes.
Love
Yes.
it.
Yep.
Love
Yep.
it.
Hold on. Here we go. Here we go.
When a man is interested in you, what are the signs you see? He cares for you, he shows concern, he's very interested in, getting to know how you are and how your day is. His commitment level towards you increases, becomes passionate. He tries to integrate you with his colleagues, folks, friends, family, calls you, is empathetic about, things around you. His body language would also show it, right? And then when he's speaking to you, he maintains eye contact. So ladies, in the comment section, what are the signs you notice when a guy likes you?
Had to go through that. So he said, what are the signs when you know that a man genuinely likes you? So when we wrap up our discussions, I always go around and I ask everybody, is there something that you got from this? Is there something that you want to share that you weren't able to be able to express through the process? We're going to end it tonight by answering his question. I need each lady to say how you know, not think, because we confident in ours, because we know it's us first, right? Understanding that we solid. How do you know that a man is genuinely interested? Miss Tip, how do you know that the brother is genuinely interested?
How he acts and when there's a little discourse, when we may not see eye to eye on something, is he still respectful? Is he still caring? Um, doesn't try to control me or change who I am or try to influence my decision on something. Um, yeah, not make it a argument or uncomfortable, if that makes sense.
All right. Perfect sense. Perfect sense. Miss Amy, what you think?
You muted.
Can't hear you, Amy. Okay. So we're gonna come back to Amy while she work it out. We're gonna come back to Amy. Um, Celeste, I still want to say Celeste. What
It's okay.
okay. What you think, my dear?
Uh,
How do you
consistency,
know? Hmm.
consistency. Um, yeah, consistency, and when he will have to always be the one calling him or texting him. And then I guess that has to do with consistency as well. Consistency is big for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you, if you're not talking, do me a favor. Let's mute, please.
Can
All
you
right.
hear me now?
Yeah. Go ahead, Amy.
Okay. I think when a man is really showing you that he likes you, he's gonna make time for you. He's not gonna call you on a Friday night to say, "Hey, what you doing tonight?" He's gonna make plans with you in advance, make sure that you're available, and make sure that he's giving you the time that you deserve.
Okay. All right. So, where were we? Crystal. Thank you, Amy.
I would say a lot of them have already been said already.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah, I get some repeats too. So go ahead.
that I may not agree with your position, but I respect your stance on it, and I'll try to consider you in whatever it is we talking about.
Okay. Okay. All right, Miss Stacy. How do you know? How do you know that brother is serious about you? Ladies, can y'all do me a favor and mute if you're not talking, please? Thank you. Go ahead,
Um,
Stacey.
like it's already been said, but this is how I feel. But it's been said that he shows consistency. Um, he makes me a priority. Um, he shows a genuine effort to try to connect with me. Um, we can agree to disagree and be respectful towards each other. Um, and communication, like communicates, like even if it's a disagreement, we're able to talk it out and still be able to walk away with no one's feelings being hurt.
Okay. All right. Miss
Because at
Florence.
the end of
Oh,
the
sorry.
okay
No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, because at the end of the day, when two people get together, they have two different thought processes. They have two different backgrounds of how they were raised. So, we're just trying to come together as one
Together
to
as
try to
one.
understand each other
Mm-hmm. That's right.
and respect each other.
And respect, yes.
You guys have said everything. I was gonna say he makes time for me. So I know he's interested in making time. His phone calls, text messages, uh, Google Meets to look at my face, um, and he follows through, and he's
Yeah.
consistent with it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So for me, it's in big capital letters, and it's always been the same: consistency.
Hmm.
Be consistent. Be consistent in what you say, what you do, how you treat me, how you make me feel, and that's with understanding that we talked about. We're in different seasons of life as we grow older, and different things kind of what word did you use, Crystal? Um
What and I've got what how to know if how he feels about
no,
you?
no, when you said, when we talked about people don't change, they evolve.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they evolve. Even in his evolution, he is consistent with me. He is consistency is big. And with understanding that things could change. So if you say, hey, I'm going to be here at 5 o'clock, and you know you can't make it, and you show up at 6, you might as well keep going. Cause and again, I understand things change, but communicate that to me. Hey, I know I said I was gonna be there at 5, but such and such happened, and I'll see you in another hour or whatever. Just being consistent. Just being consistent and paying attention and the little, when that brother come up with little things like sending me roses and some Pop Tarts. And I mentioned that I love cherry Pop Tarts. It's the little things. And by the way, I got some roses and some cherry Pop Tarts yesterday. And it was hilarious. I couldn't stop cheesing over Pop Tarts. But that meant he was listening, he was paying attention. And
Mhm.
that means so much. That means so much. That means so much. Um, this brothers just dropped the food bombs. Food is the great evil. What?
He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
Mhm.
He ain't lying.
Yeah, yeah. All right, ladies. I so appreciate you all. This was great. Amy, thank you for your rah-rah up. Thank you, Amy. We
You're
really, really
welcome. I'm glad I could
appreciate it.
participate. A lot of fun to talk to you guys today. Thank you for the invite.
Cor-
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. All right. Baby, it's the host for me.
Wow.
It's the host for
Appreciate
It's
you
the
all.
whole.
me.
I love each and every one of you ladies. I'm gonna put the topic out for next week. Probably on Ooh, I'll be back in town on Monday, so I'll probably put the topic back up. The topic for next. Oh, we already got the topic for next week because we
Mm-hmm.
postponed.
Because
Okay.
it was postponed. Yep.
Yeah.
What's the topic for next week?
Oh, Corey, what is it?
Uh,
I can't even remember, but I'll put the commercial back up, y'all. I'll put it back out so we can be ready, so everybody can be ready. If you want to join us, we'd love to have you to join us, but just stay tuned. I'll put it out there. Corey usually be like, you were told off. I know it, sis. I know it, sis. All right, y'all. So, ladies, y'all stay put for a minute. Let's tell everybody good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.